Today, I want to share a heart-touching Islamic story and reflection about faith, patience, and the mercy of Allah. This is something that I personally feel can change the way we look at life if we truly understand it with an open heart. There is a story I once heard about a simple man who was going through a very difficult phase in his life. He had lost his job, his financial situation became very weak, and slowly he started feeling like everything was closing around him. At one point, even the people he trusted began to distance themselves. He was left alone with his worries, and he had no clear solution in sight. But even in that condition, he had one thing that kept him going: his faith in Allah. Instead of complaining constantly, he would sit quietly and make dua. He would say that even if I don't understand what is happening in my life, I trust that Allah is the best planner. Sometimes he would cry in sujood at night, not because he had given up, but because he was asking Allah for strength, not just solutions. This is something that personally touches my heart, because I realize how easily I complain in small difficulties, while this kind of patience is on another level. As time passed, something unexpected happened. A person he had helped many years ago suddenly came back into his life. That person had become successful and remembered the kindness of this man. Because of that one small act of goodness in the past, he was offered a new opportunity that completely changed his situation. His financial struggles ended and his life started improving again. But the most important change was not just in his situation, it was in his heart. He realized that Allah never left him alone, even for a moment. The delay, the struggle, and the waiting period were all part of a bigger plan that he could not see at that time. When I personally reflect on this story, I feel like it is speaking directly to me. There are times when I feel impatient in my own life, when things don't happen quickly, or when I feel stuck. But this story reminds me that Allah's timing is always perfect, even when we don't understand it. What we see as delay might actually be protection or preparation for something better. This story also teaches me about kindness. Sometimes we think small good deeds don't matter, but in reality, nothing is wasted in the sight of Allah. A single act of help, a kind word, or a moment of compassion can come back in ways we never expect. So today, I want to remind myself first, and everyone watching, that faith means trusting Allah even when life is unclear. Patience means staying strong even in silence. And Allah's mercy means that no situation is ever hopeless. At the end of the day, I truly believe that when a person holds on to faith, patience, and hope in Allah's mercy, then no darkness can last forever, because after every hardship, there is always ease. This is the promise of Allah, and that promise never fails.